What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Y'all wanted me to give my thoughts on what happened last night and say why I did not jump in. One, I didn't have the link and everything was moving so fast. You had to already been there, and plus I was on a live stream. I didn't know Kwame. I wasn't even at home. So when this started, people was in my comment section of my live telling me that Kwame has gone live. So I already knew then majority of the people were going to be over there watching stuff, which is cool, you know. But I couldn't jump in from where I was. Plus, I wouldn't want to jump in with the guy on the right at all. To me, he's what he is. He's a troller. And this is a pattern with him. He stages videos and he's on YouTube just for money. That's it. He loves to troll and do all this stuff just for money. Calls all kind of crazy beefs. Say some of the most ridiculous things a human being could say just for attention and drama. And he basically said it last night. YouTube, they only care about the drama. Like when I talked about you, those are my lowest views for the month. That's all he's talking about. He's not even talking about what the real issue is, because he didn't. Now he's like, look, I'm just going to apologize to you like a man. See, guys like this, they love to start drama. Then somebody approach them and then it's, oh, no, they don't stand on anything because they really don't give a damn about what they even saying. They don't stand on nothing. So a guy like this is only on the show to cause this type of confusion and try to he got what he want last night. He got what he want last night. All he wanted was this. So he could see somebody go and build up his page and all his nonsense he's going to spew. I don't deal with butt boy. I let him go on here and do what he got to do. We just keep it moving on this side. But that's why I didn't really entertain any of the stuff that he was talking about yesterday. Just was not interested, and definitely don't want to talk to the guy on the right side of the page. I have nothing to say to him. Go ahead with your views. Be very happy with your views. Be happy misleading people. Be happy being a show pony. See, here's the thing that most of you understand, because you've been following me for a long time. The majority of you that's been following me for years know that when I say something, I mean it. I'm thinking the majority of you know when Kwame says something, he mean it. When I say something about these guys, I mean that. So this guy's going to challenge Kwame to a fight. All this other stuff, with bringing his popcorn muscles, all this stuff over there looking like abomination, trying to intimidate somebody. Once his dialogue don't work, now it's time for him to get his views up. Let's get into this full out argument. Let's get into this full out discussion. Let's get into this full out back and forth. For what? You're not going to learn or be able to penetrate this person's head. His mind is made up. He's not here to be enlightened. He's not here for dialogue. He's here for trolling. That's why he's going to cut everybody off. He want to do all the talking. He want to do everything possible. Right? That's his move. He want to do everything possible to make you forget about what the other person's saying, and it's all about what he's saying. And if he's talking a whole bunch of words, he's winning. Sort of like that other guy that was on there. What's his name? Tommy? The dude who looks mentally challenged? Him? That's what Tommy does. They feel if they're over talking you, cutting you off, they're winning.
Drama. You've been on YouTube since 2013.
That's not true.
In a minute.
That's not true, sir.
It shows. It shows the date when you got on YouTube. Look on your page.
Okay. It shows.
You've been making videos. You didn't just start making videos 2 months ago. You've been on YouTube.
So what's the date of my first video?
Hold up. Got it. You tell us.
I bought my house in 2015. My first video, I'm in my bedroom talking about basketball. See, you're repeating something you heard somebody say. You tell me what year did you sign on to YouTube? Sir, everybody signs on to YouTube just so they can watch other people. We're talking about being on YouTube making videos. My first video, go look at it. I'm in my bedroom. There is like an orange background. I'm talking about basketball. It's like a little clip. I barely even knew how to work it. But if you go look at my Facebook, just like Ticket TV, shout out to Ticket TV. All the things I'm saying now, I've said on my Facebook.
All right, so you got on YouTube with drama. You came straight through the door at Raw. This is what niggas love. That's the bottom line to it. I've been on YouTube long enough. Niggas
That's
is ignorant.
What you did, sir. You warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason. I came to YouTube. I talked to dudes behind the scenes because I was in the so-called.
You said I warred with Tommy Sotomayor for no reason.
Hold on. Let me finish.
Where the fuck did Tommy come from?
Because I saw you on his. Yeah, I'll tell you. I saw you on his show arguing him, coming in doing the same thing you're doing now. And so when I came to YouTube, sir, I called dudes behind the scene and said, yo, what you're doing is lowering players' contracts. What you're doing is wrong. Talk to me like a man. That person went to Instagram and said, fuck it, we joking. So I said, okay, let the jokes begin. And then I alleged that there was a go along, get along game. And then now an economics doctor was talking about me. Every platform that Charlemagne the God is talking about me. Public record said my daddy is a murderer, but nobody talked about it until Charlemagne the God, who's connected with all the Smoke podcasts, said it. The black first #1 draft pick. Now you talk about all these conspiracy theories, but you won't allow yourself to go down this rabbit hole.
What rabbit hole?
This is the rabbit hole. The first #1 draft pick ever out of high school from a free lunch line. Daddy's in prison. Single mother after that my dad created. They were married. Never made it on the Black Breakfast Club, which is a mostly black watch show, until they were talking about my murderous daddy. You don't see a problem with that?
I never knew that.
He said it on the Breakfast Club.
I don't watch them niggas.
I didn't make the Breakfast Club for being the #1 draft pick, but I made it because my dad did something that I didn't know about. You don't see a problem with that?
Oh, I see a big problem with that. And as far as see, let me tell you something, right? And I don't say this to glorify, but where we come from, if your dad caught the body, we're gonna help him bury it. And then we argue about why he did it later on. That's just where we come from, in the hood. So as far as your dad doing something, committing a crime, all of us were subjected to the ugly elements of the hood where we had to make poor choices like that. It's just like you said, right? If I go outside right now with jewelry on me, as soon as I go outside, my antennas is up. I'm not the same dude that I am in front of this camera. Now I have to transform. And like you said, yeah, you put yourself in a situation like that. You wearing jewelry, you walking around the hood, or whatever the case may be. But that's a decision that I made. If I feel like I want to look nice going out, or whatever the case may be, I want to look nice. And I go outside and I defend myself. And Charlamagne, he gets on the radio and decides to make fun of me being a father, or to my son. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just caught a body now. Now I'm in jail, and he making fun of you. I understand that clear as day. But in the hood, we don't knock dudes for catching bodies. If you're defending yourself, we shut it later on. This
is my thing. You a conspiracy theorist guy. You talk about this boule and all this a lot. Can you?
You part of the boule?
No. Can you? If I was a part of the boule, then why am I on everybody's tongue now in a negative light? I'm in everybody's tongue on a negative light more than the young lady who just bought a house in the all-white neighborhood that was saying she was going to destroy the nuclear family, and you ain't talking about her more than you talking about me.
Are you kidding me? I had a conversation about you twice. I talk about that rusty, dusty bitch damn near every chance I get. As a matter of fact, I don't know her name. All I know is she eat pussy.
Oh, so
I talk about who I deal with more so than her funky ass is Tamika Mallory and my son on a daily basis. I don't let her, because my son come from where I come from. So I don't let up on Tamika Mallory and my son, the ambulance chasers, at all. That's who I deal with, because they the umbrella of Black Lives Matter. Well, I've been dealing with Charlamagne before you. As a matter of fact, Charlamagne almost had my whole page knocked down. I don't even know how he didn't get you. I had to appeal it. Charlamagne almost had he put his lawyers on me. So the things that you getting away with, I couldn't get away with. Charlamagne almost rocked my snot box. He wasn't playing with me. He sent all the lawyers. That's why Star didn't handle Charlamagne himself. He sent me at him.
Because Charlamagne fucked himself. He brought up my sister. He brought up my daddy. He brought up my brother. If he would have put out a lawsuit on me, then we would have countersued for all the people that he brought up their names that had nothing to do with nothing. So Charlamagne is not as tough as you trying to make him out to be.
I hold up. I seen Charlamagne get punched in his face and run down the block. I ain't never said he was tough. You never seen anybody punch me in my face and be running down the block.
I'm talking about in the legal arena. There's countersuits.
He almost made me lose my page. YouTube wasn't playing. I had to appeal. And one of the strikes that he gave me, I did not win.
But I understand that. But see, I never spoke about Charlamagne until he spoke about me and my family and my sister and all the things that he said. Those things that he said, he didn't have to say. He used iHeartRadio, and he has a vested interest in all the Smoke podcasts. So he should have never done that. He put his own foot in his own mouth. So I allege that there was a go along, get along gang, and everybody is talking about me as an individual or my family. Why isn't nobody talking about coding? Why nobody talking about we crying and yelling and jumping in the streets? And I said, all we need is a business plan and to go down to the Chamber of Commerce and make the same people that gave $90 million to Black Lives Matter give it to those coding and youth centers.
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
Huh?
Have you ever watched any of my videos?
No, I'm talking about in the videos that you spoke about me.
Outside of that.
No, I just want to deal with that.
And that's where basically it goes from there to something ridiculous. As the longer it went, it was time for him to get to his troll hour where he just goes off onto a troll street. So he got what he wanted out of it. That's why I don't even deal with that guy. You know what I'm saying? So I try to keep him out of my name, his name out of my circle, and people who like that kind of entertainment, they can go and listen to him. But like he's saying, like what you doing is not trying to come up with a plan. These guys have been on here for years. What have they done? It's like you talking about it, but what have you actually done? What have you done tangible to back up anything that you've done? I'm just saying, I ain't saying show me your receipts and nothing like that. You probably have and probably haven't. But I'm just saying we're not seeing that. Nobody really knows, what we're doing, so it's just a bunch of talk from the other side. I mean, Kwame's been here, 3 months? People asking him for receipts. What you doing? Where's this at? Where's that at? Where's your plan? And all that. I'm like, dude, these people been on here for years and have done absolutely nothing. I took you guys live to the charity events every year. When we went to donate clothes, I was live streaming, going to do my always donating, making sure I drive to make sure I don't even got to go to the hood. I drive to the hood to make sure it goes right where it needs to go. I don't have to do that. I can just throw it in, put it in some random thing, get a receipt, get a tax write-off. I don't even do it for that. I don't even do the tax write-off for the clothes. I just donate. Because it's not about that. It's not about you. So I've donated like 5-6 bags of clothes. People like stuff I used to wear that I just can't no more, or for whatever the reason. 5-6 bags getting dropped off. There's tons of people walking around in something I probably used to wear. So I want to see, what people are going to do now. Because now it's at the show and prove stage. Oh, I'm always working on something. But there's so many different things I give to. There's not all one organization. So I always make sure I support the ones that I feel that is in need. Like the donate a suit drive. I'm always donating a suit to them. I don't run that foundation. I'm not the one that puts the suits in the hands of the children or whatever. I like that cause. I like what that does. If I have a suit to donate, I want to donate it to them for that purpose. Because once again, it's not about me. There are tons of children out here who want to do better, but they don't have the same structure around them that we might have had growing up. And you want to help those people out because they need that. They looking for them. I swear to God, I have seen people who can't even eat food. They don't even know how to hold a spoon correctly. They don't know how to hold a fork correctly to eat. Most of them would eat with their hands because they know they've never been taught how to even hold a utensil properly. Straight life takers. That's all they've been raised to do. And it's terrible. And if you see that and that don't make you go, I gotta change this. This got to be changed. Because that's all that went through my head was all of this got to be changed. Can't I can't go. You know, that's something I can't go with that. That's gotta change ASAP. There's no way that you can continuously move forward knowing that that's taking place. No. I mean, you must not have a soul if that don't do anything to you. You know, I just try to do all I can. I'm one person. So I work hard every day. Nobody can ever say I don't. So if I take a time out for myself or a break, I needed it. And then some. But hopefully this answered all the questions. All that, you know, I want to beat you up and all that stuff. You can see that later on their page. I don't want to get into that because that guy, that's what he wants to do to get some attention, is to challenge people to fights, not really want to talk about the real subjects because, you know, that's not where he feel the audience is. You heard it in his voice. He's talking about his views and how Charlemagne almost took his page down. He almost took my page down too. He came after all of us. All of us. We all took that abuse. I told you, they took away my monetization for 6 months based to that. Based all on that. They did that. So we went through war with Charlemagne. You know, so he seemed to be milking those who like the ignorance. It's a lot of people that like the ignorance. They gravitate to it. That's why a lot of them go to Steven Jackson's page or Matty Patty. Like they got more followers based on Kwame doing what he's doing. They're not stupid. They know what they were doing. So it is what it is. Let me get up, get prepared for my day. It's time to go to bed for me. Sun's coming up. It's time to lay it down. Deuces.